Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I am working on a Puch Polini 64 kit and a Malossi intake. If you've never done this before, you might not know that you have to remove the fins on the cylinder to get the intake to fit. The Malossi intake is a 4-pedal reed intake, and I think it is wonderful. I think it's the best intake for a Polini, but it does take a little bit of modification. These are the fins that we have to snap off. You can snap them off with the pliers. You can put a screwdriver in and snap them. There's a lot of different ways. There's one. With the fin snapped off, the intake fits perfect. On the Polini, the cylinder wall thickness is really thin, and if you over tighten the intake, it'll warp the cylinder and the piston will get stuck almost like a seize, and it'll seize your kit. So this step is really important. I use red Loctite on all the bolts and do a cross pattern when I tighten them. Make sure your gasket surface on the cylinder and the intake is clean and flat. I install my gaskets dry. Some people like to goop them. I do not. I like to keep it clean. We don't want to tighten these bolts very tight right now. We just want to bring them in. Once they're all taken in, I take it out of the vise and I slide my piston through. The piston should slide through very easily. In a cross pattern, bring them in just a little. Okay, and check with the piston again. So tighten these in a cross pattern. Not too tight, just tight enough they can still put a piston through freely. I then finish by checking one more time the piston drop to make sure the cylinder isn't ovaled. Now that I'm positive the intake is attached and the cylinder isn't warped, we can assemble the rest of the intake. Never clamp too tight, just enough to hold it. These are the reeds. Again, it's a 4-pedal Malossi. That's all it takes to install the Malossi intake.